Hi, this is Carol. I have my coffee brewing right at the moment, and I've got to go get it. I can't start this without my coffee. It's 7 a.m., and I'm ready to craft and coffee. I hope you are too. Be right back. Be right back. All right. Hi, welcome to Carol's Crafty Canvas. It's very early. I'm having my first cup of coffee. I hope you're having a good morning or day, depending on where you are. Pouring my cup of coffee in. I'm using my coffee cup that I can show you now that I made with some friend of mine a few years ago. Two of my very best friends. We went to a ceramics class, and that's what I painted. Quirky coffee cup. Hi, Jennifer, and hi, Christine. Glad to see you here. I don't do lives very often, so I'm kind of like, not sure what I'm going to do at first, but then I've decided last night I created a stuffed tag free printable. It's linked on the very top of this chat and also in the description. Coffee cup theme, since coffee cup, since I'm having coffee this morning, it's so early. So cute little quirky coffee cups. I really like those. And then some flowers and greenery. And then I don't know what that's called. Checkered material. Is that called gingham? I'm not sure. I printed it twice. I printed it once on regular paper and once on cardstock. So I would save a step of gluing it down on cardstock. And then it's got little snacks and one more little thing of greenery. And after it's cut out and made, it should come out like this little stuffed tag. Take that apart. So it's just a regular tag with two pockets. It's just cute as can be and fun to make. Here's another one I made that's pretty much the same. So I'm going to make that today, at least first. I don't know what all I'm going to do. Put that over there. Hope everyone's day is starting off well. I think I'm going to start off by where it is. Cutting the stuff up. You can barely see it. You might be able to see it. Very faint gray lines. That's where you cut it on the printable. I thought that would make it easier. So I'm going to slice and dice here. Slice and dice and drink my coffee. Oh, it's 4 p.m., so it's almost the end of the day for you, at least the working day. I retired, so that's one thing I can say I don't have to worry about is the working day. I was made for it. I am close to Nashville, Tennessee. If anybody was curious, my time zone is Central Standard Time. Christine likes to watch from the bleachers a lot. So, Christine, I hope you're doing well. That's what I do a lot too when I watch other people's lives. Watch it on my TV, and there's no way to chat on the TV. I don't know if you can see it or not. This is the one that's supposed to be the tag. And right here, there's a little line, and there's one there too. I made it really faint so it wouldn't mess up with the colors. So I'm going to cut that off. That means cut that off, and that's where the tag is. Indicate that it is a tag. All right, so there's one little thing. And this also has a dotted line or line. I'm just going to put it right there and cut it from point to point. That's little side pockets or crooked pockets that sit like that on there. And then I cut this into two little pieces, and it all just gets decorated. All right. Now my little dog decided to come and say hi. Hi, Tessa. I have a doggy cam. I'm scared to turn it on. Let's see if it'll work. Let's just see. Oh, nice. Very nice, Jennifer. I've been to Atlanta a few times. As long as I don't have to drive on the interstate there, I'm good. I've never seen so many lanes on an interstate. Yeah, we can't get that doggy cam going. We just stay, let the dogs be alone. So this is the little tag I just cut out. And this would be one pocket to glue down, one little pocket to glue down, just like that other one. And really, you can't see it. So that's why I like to ink the edges and things like that. So these things would go in it. That, of course, that's too big. That just, I can cut that any way I want to. I'm going to set this one aside for the moment and decorate. Oh, fingernails. I cut my fingernails off. I can't pick anything up. What's the temperature in Saudi Arabia right now? I can't imagine. My coffee's so good. Makes me so happy. So I need to pressure cut a few of these coffee cups and decide which ones I'm going to use. I hope I didn't make these things too big. Some of them are kind of big. What's my favorite coffee cup? These are so cute. They kind of remind me of my coffee cup here. I don't know if you can see the side. When I finish this cup, I'll show you. I made that in 2015. Which one am I? I'm going to use this one first. So I'm going to cut it out. I was thinking about maybe making some of these. I was going through 60s and 70s, so not too bad. But I bet I know telling what it gets in the summertime. It's raining here today. Dreary and rainy. I was going to get up a little early and have all this stuff cut, but of course, that's when you're sleeping really good. I used to not be an early bird, but I am now. Woo-wee. Summertime is between 115 and 125 and humid. So less nice. I can't imagine. A lot less nice. That's when hopefully I would stay in with the air conditioner. I know there's some places that don't have air conditioners. So what I'm going to do for the inside of the coffee cups is I'm going to use this cutting mat and this little cutting tool and just cut that out. I could use scissors, but it's easier this way. I've learned to respect the cutting tool. Of course, I'm trying not to bludgeon myself here since I said that and jinx myself. That would be awful. Oh my gosh, famous last word. Now I got to really be careful. Here we go. Okay. Yeah. Respect the cutting tool. Get off of there. I don't know what the temperature is here right now. Let's see. 64. That's abnormal. Usually about now it would be in the 30s maybe. So yeah, 64. Oh, look how cute that's going to be next to that material. Oh, I love it. Sorry, I distracted my own self. I'm going to do this skinny one and this one also. So if you get the free printable, you can change the size of the things you print. And you might want to do that with these coffee cups and things, because it looks like I might have made the printables, the image is a little too big. But they would make really some cute postcards too. My sister usually comes to my lives, but I think this is even too early for her. I used to have a hard time getting up, and I would struggle to be on time to work when I worked in Nashville. And the very next day after I retired, I started waking up without an alarm clock at 6:30 in the morning. And I was so frustrated because I could finally sleep in. And after 2 weeks of that, I just embraced it and made myself a morning person. I don't know what that was. That was strange. A dog lay down between my feet. She always does that when I'm sitting here. My old girl. I have an old girl and a big girl. Sounds like everybody else in this house. All right. Oh, goodness. All right. Now let's see if this one, that's cute too. It's so weird when I'm sitting here, I have to keep the lights not um, shining down on what I'm doing. So I'm kind of doing this in a not really the dark, but definitely not very bright space. If I do it, if I shine the light directly on me, it causes shadows with my hands, and I can't stand that. I feel like it ruins my videos. Coffee cups and flowers. Let's see. Check my phone. Someone just invited someone else to come chat. Maybe she's in here. My friend Sandy, if you're here, hi. You don't have to talk if you're shy. Let's eat lunch with some friends today, and it's raining. And this is hibernation weather for me. So I just have to make myself get out. I have a bad habit of that in the wintertime. Boy, this cut is going terrible. Goodness. How long does it take to cut one little circle? Goodness. Okay, I'm going to put this thing. No, I may not put that up. I'm going to just let that be all the coffee cups I'm using for the moment. And let's see. I wanted to cut a few pieces of this greenery. Move that out of the way. I'm gonna put big pieces and just use them as interest. Need that at the moment. Get that out of the way. Oh, I'm still getting my copy quota in. Don't need too many of these, but I think I'm gonna cut them off kind of separately, not as the sticks. There's no way I'm gonna cut those sticks off. I can just draw more in if I need to. I'm just gonna get the bigger ones. Yeah, a lot of printables, I don't use every piece of it. I just kind of look at it and cut out what I want. I do that with a lot of printables that I purchase also. I just cut them out, cut out what I like. I've been taking this free lesson called Collage Breakthrough. Collage Breakthrough. And it's been really, really interesting. It's only going to be available for like 10 days, and then they're going to take it off of YouTube. And I've made 2 collages so far where they're teaching you step by step how to do different things. This was 3 different colors that I chose that kind of go together harmoniously. And then I made these papers, painty papers, using the gel press. And you're supposed to have dark, mediums, and lights. And this lesson was to put a light, 2 different shades, one plain, one designed. So that was fun. And then I did this one with scrapbook paper, and I went on my own little jolly way with that and added my little squirty paints to it and added some gold and black and white. So that's fun. So now I'm addicted to this. I always find something new. So I'm in the middle of editing a video doing that. And I laid my scissors down. There they are. I used to get annoyed with this lady that I used to watch sometimes when she would lose things and couldn't find it. Oh, I get it now because I do it. So I feel so bad. I used to get annoyed. Got so many different things going on. You lay something down. Okay, that ought to be good. Mangled that, didn't I? Just do that. Get my design going soon. All right, there's draws. Get rid of my little scraps. And get me a couple of these little flowers. And something for breakfast to sit off the edge. And I put a tea bag on there too. That way it doesn't have to be coffee. It can be tea. That little sandwich with the egg on there is so cute. I think, I don't know what I'm going to use yet. I'm going to not cut that out. But I'm going to cut out a little bit of this dark leaf. So I feel like the contrast would be nice between dark and light. I'm going to leave half of it on there and half of it off. I don't know. I don't have much space for this on there. What are you doing? Silly? Oh, Lordy. Don't get sick. No, she's not. That would be all I need. My old dog's been getting sick. I love my animals, but it's hard watching them get old. I think I'm going to cut that off right there. Make it short. I'm going to just leave that like that. I'll probably just use those pieces. That's too hard to cut. Keep that. All right, and a couple of flowers, and I'll be ready. Of course, I got to use pink. That's my favorite. And I'll just do pink and yellow. And I might end up, after I get these glued down, get my little squirty paints out and go around them with my little paints. I think I'm going to share the link to my Facebook group real quick. Not group. I don't have a Facebook group. Facebook page. Let's see. Where am I? There's a lot of this stuff like this. This is the difference between live and a video. When I do my videos, I cut out anything that's not related because sometimes I do talk a lot. Sometimes I don't. Okay, there we go. Don't know if that'll bring anybody in, but can't hurt to try. A lot of people, I just don't have that big of a group of live people. That sounded really funny. People that like to watch lives, because some people get a lot and it's almost chaotic in their chat. Mine stays pretty quiet. So if you're in here on the replay, I appreciate you. And if you're in here on live, I definitely appreciate you. Say hi if you're in here, if you want. If not, watch from the balcony and chill out. After I do all this, I'm going to ink the edges of these things, I think. And there's that. Getting there, getting there. Might use that. After I do this, I think I'm going to make a little grid. But since I'm addicted to it now. I've been jelly printing for, I'm going to say over a week now. I finally had to put it away. Let's see what the lady's name is that's doing that collage breakthrough. It is so interesting. The balance of the different colors. Inboxes. There it is. Catherine Rains is her name. CATHERINERAINS. Catherine Rains. and it's called Collage Breakthrough, and it's still free right now. Normally, she charges for her classes. I'm always open to learn new things. Jack of all trades, master of none. Or Jill of all trades. I always say with YouTube, you can learn anything. I think it was about 10 years ago, I changed the garbage disposal myself using a YouTube guide. And I was so proud. And it's still in there too, and it still works. I probably couldn't do it now because it was hard on my back. But I was proud of that. All right, so I'll put this up now and get this sharp cutting tool out of here so I don't accidentally poke myself. And now I'm going to ink the edges on these things and get that going. And Blanca Brown, Blanca Brown. That's the only two colors I have. All right. I feel like it helps to do this because if you mess up cutting, it hides it. Plus, it just looks good. This other one I did was all, except for the striped paper, was all things that I made myself, the stuff I call collage fodder or collage elements. And that was fun too. And I may end up adding a heart or something on here because you can't have enough hearts. Hi, lovely's crafting lives. Jacqueline, nice to see you. I think I've seen you in some of the other chats. Welcome, welcome. It's 7:30 a.m. for me. So I'm having my morning coffee. I'm making a stuffed tag. Oh, I'm really glad you're here. I'm making a stuffed tag, which is also a free printable. This is an example of how it goes together. And the design is coffee cups, flowers, and little greeneries. It's a free printable that has quite a few things, so you're welcome to grab one. It's free in my Ko-fi shop. Just to let you know. So 8:30, you just coffee time for you too. We'll have a cup of coffee or tea. A lot of people like tea. I like it all, but I like coffee the best. But I only drink it two big cups in the morning, and then I'm done. Some people drink it all day. You're welcome. No problem whatsoever. I love free printables, whether I'm making them or getting them. I like to get them too. So I'm gonna put this down like this so I can get the inside. You can see inside the cut. I didn't cut it very well, so I'm just gonna do this. Make it not look so funky. Do all three of those. Then I'll be ready to get this little stuffed tag put together. That right there needs help. There. There we go. Oh, that'd be cool. I've never printed on vellum before, Jacqueline. Actually, I didn't even know you could do that. I have one piece of vellum that I cut. It already has something on it. I don't know what to do with it. So I just leave it in my stash. I'm gonna have to try this. One time I used the laminator when I worked at the library, and I put a napkin on top of a white piece of copy paper and I laminated it. And then I was able to cut it and pull it apart so that the napkin was laminated, but the copy paper was gone. And it gave it the weirdest feel. And I feel like maybe that's what vellum feels like. Yeah, that was an interesting experiment, but I didn't know what to do with it. I just wanted to see if it would work because I had saw it on YouTube. You dye everything. I've wanted to try that, but I know if I do, then I'll start dyeing everything too. Now it'll be one more mess I'm making. So I decided I'm just going to buy dyed papers if I need them, at least for now. I bought some from Debbie Epps recently, and wow, they were nice. A friend of mine gave me a journal. Before I realized and appreciated how much effort people put into making dyed papers. Let me see. It's just right over here. I think. Yes, right here. And I didn't appreciate at the time how much trouble she took to dye all these lovely papers. And they're so crunchy and nice. But I don't know what to do with them now. So, Cherie, if you're watching, I do appreciate that. Yeah, that's nice. I like the crunchiness of it. Before I didn't. But it just shows how you evolve with your art and things like that. All right. I wanted to ink these also because you can't really see the two little pockets because the design of the checkers that I said, I think it's gingham. I don't know. I'm not good with naming fabrics. Now you can see it. So I'm going to ink all these things and then start putting designs on here, gluing stuff down. I've got this extra piece. I don't want to lose it. I start doing this, I start laying stuff everywhere. Where'd you go? Here you go. After I cut that up, I had all these extra pieces. And this piece might go in the back also. I might just do a front and back tag. Leave no empty space undecorated. All right. Now, normally in regular time for me, if I was just messing around, I would use my little squirty bottles right now, set this aside and let it dry. But because I don't have time to let it dry, I'm going to use a Sharpie. And I'm just going to, before I start gluing things down, put some dots around this. and then glue it down. Some new new glue and my glitter glue, art glitter glue. So it better work right today. It was clogging up on me last night. So I heated up some water and dipped that little metal tip in it and cleaned it. I'm still sleepy. I can tell the way these dots are going. Thanks. Okay, so I did dots on that one. I like to do different designs on them. So I'm going to do how far? I need to do the whole thing about maybe to there, there, and there. So I'm going to do dashes on this one. Am I still on screen? Yep. Of course, I may end up gluing things over that, but so that'll be like that. And I feel like I need to refill my coffee over here. Got my little cup. I was going to wait and show you the side of my cup. This is a cup I made a few years ago with some friends of mine. Even then, I was dotting. See the dots on the inside all over. Too funny. I can't help it. I love doing that. So this one I'm going to do little circles all the way around it. Most of these won't show, but I enjoyed doing the doodling anyway, so I don't care. I might have ruined this by putting this black Sharpie on here. Oh, that's okay. That's all right. Do you use clothes dye like RIT? Is that what it's called? Right, RIT, or coffee to dye things, or tea? I've seen people do a lot of even outdoor plants and stuff, and vegetables like beets. I've seen people dye paper with beets. Alrighty, let's just pick my design here. And I don't mind if that sticks up like that when I glue it down. You could go on the tag though. Let's see. Kind of looks like a heart also. The two leaves. I like that like that. Okay. Hi, Christine. Good to see you. Hello from Tennessee. I know you're a Tennessee girl also. It looks like it's ears. What if I do it pointy? Nah. Christine, I'm making a stuffed tag out of a free printable that's available in my Ko-fi shop with this checkered material, coffee cups and flowers. And it has quite a few things in it. The links below in the description of this video. I'm glad you're here. And I cut that in half, put that there. Spontaneous, cut it in half. So I'll put that there. It's going to be a mess. This is, or a whole bunch of stuff. I'm going to put this down first. I like that on there. Let's see. Get that out of the way. I might use an old magazine, old piece of paper for using for my backing for gluing. Yay, finally gluing. I didn't have everything cut up, so I was spent a lot of time cutting things up this morning. Lesson learned. Cut things up beforehand, especially when you haven't had any coffee. I'm gonna put that all the way to the edge. It's a little cake decorator. Works really good for smashing. A little gift card will work for that too. Okay, so that now I can glue down. So I have my newly cleaned out art glitter glue. The stuff should squirt out pretty good. So these two were one square that was cut in half, and they're going to be two pockets. So this one goes first. So I'm just going to glue these two edges here, the non-angled edges. I put a thin bead. Ooh, it comes out so good. I'm so glad I cleaned it. You know, when you're a crafter, little things like that really do make you happy. Okay, so this stuff dries fast. Thanks, Christine. So, don't stick when I'm not ready for you to stick. There we go. I love quirky coffee cups. If I ever get to the bottom of the one I'm drinking, I'll show the whole thing. All right, there's one little pocket. And then this one will go here. So once again, don't put the glue on the angled, just the non-angled. Now, when I cut this, it looks like I cut it the point. No big deal. All I have to do is cut it off. Or when I measured it, this is the first time I've used this one that I made into a printable. So just cut it off and it's all good. So now there's a back pocket. It's a little snug. There's the front pocket. I did print it on cardstock, but you could print it on regular paper and glue it down to cardstock or something sturdy. It helps it to be more sturdy. And then the stomach had an extra piece of that checkery material. Oh, but I've got this. It's got a little blue tint to it. I'm going to glue. I'm going to glue that to the back. I'm just seeing what I've got over here. My little scraps to the right. I need a blue piece. Let's put under that. I need something to put. I was going to glue this one down, but I have that white section right there. And these are going to be tags. Let's see. Sorry, I'm standing up. Always think you have everything ready. Bag over here. I'm a bucket full of stuff here. Everything here is blue. Sorry. Won't give up. Okay, I'm gonna leave it empty for now because I can't find what I'm looking for. You know, that's crazy. When you know you printed it. Wake up. I have a second computer over here. I'm gonna print something real quick. Tabloids. Oops. Print. Print. All right. All else fails, print another. All right. So I'm going to put that on the back, move that to the side. I want the main focus to be this tag that's going to go right here. So I want my favorite coffee cup, or a cute little coffee cup, to be what you see with a flower. That would be cute. Did not put the pen in my glue. Okay, Christine. Thanks for stopping by. And I hope you enjoy the free printable. And we'll see you again soon. Bye. Christine had to go. So I'm going to glue these down. Right there. Put glue on the whole thing. Look, it should totally change my mind at the last minute. I don't know why. I think because it was flimsy. And I'm going to lift this back up real quick before it gets stuck. Put a leaf under it. 2 leaves, actually. It's funny how just suddenly you change your mind real quick. That's normal for me. Anything hanging off the edge? Please, I can't see it. Nope, it's pretty good. So now when that goes in, those things should still show. Like when you pull it out, be like, oh, look, that's cute. I'm going to make this into a tag also. I have this little thing. So I say, there it is. A gift card that I just randomly made some lines to help with the making of tag corners because I can't cut them straight. So what you do is you pick the one you want, hold it against there, cut it along the line of the tag, then flip it and do the same thing to the other side. It's almost hard to see. There we go. And then you have a perfect little tag. So I'm gonna make this tag. So I'm gonna ink that. Tag in a tag. So that'll go in there and it'll stick up about there. And put the coffee cup right there. Coffee cup just looks good. It's just cute. Let's see where I need to glue that. I made the cups a little bit too big. Too big, too big. You or you? I guess it's you. Make sure I know which. I'm gonna put a little mark so I don't have to keep putting it in there. My little pencil, where'd you go? Okay, so I want that to be about right there. All right. So I'm wondering if I put that there and then put the coffee cup right under it. Now, coffee cup's going by itself. Let's get on there, buddy. Which it all lines up. There it is. Okay. What I might do with that, since I didn't put any greenery or anything around that little coffee cup, is possibly go around it with my squirty bottles. If y'all been watching my channel much, you know what my squirty bottles are. I'll show you. If you're new, I have these little fine tip bottles with watered down acrylic paint that I'm obsessed with, and I use them almost every time I craft. They're so fun. I did try them on the gel press. It was kind of a disaster, but it was fun to try. I feel like I need something there. You know what I need? I know what I need. Some little hearts. Tiny little hearts. What color? I would say like maybe that color. I got these markers. This was something I did by accident one day. I think I'm gonna do, let's see what this color looks. These have a regular tip and a paint tip. And one day I did this. It's not gonna do it. I was so braggy. There we go. You kind of press it in two spots and it turns into a little heart. I don't like that color though. Let's see. I change my mind all the time. I'll see if I've got a little bitty heart in my little stash. Well, send me a YouTube link. I don't think I'm going to click that in the middle of this. So, do you have any tiny hearts under here? My little heart box. I do. Doesn't look like the design on it though. It's too bright. Can imagine, but I might do that. I'll keep a few of those out. You never know. All right, I'll put the rest away. My little stash. I love making this stuff. It's so fun. Well, I want to do that. I kind of do. I'm doing it. Why not? All right. And that's a little curl. When they pull it out, they'll see these little hearts. So I'll put those there. Well, those colors match pretty well. So there's that back pocket. If I can get back in there. After you use the pockets a few times, they get more used to being used, if that makes any sense, and they kind of stretch out to the tag. But you could also put something slightly bigger in there and just get it stretched a tad, just a little. That makes it easier. All right, so now that's one tag that I will embellish with some little dots or something. So I have two little pieces here. This is just going to be the coffee cup tag stuff tags. But that's fitting since it's my first installment of Coffee, Craft, and Chat. And I hope you all will come back. And the ones that catch this on replay, I'd love to see you on the live sometime. But I appreciate you supporting me either way. A few years ago, I would not have believed you if you told me I was going to have a YouTube channel doing this stuff. Okay, so this one I'm going to round the corner with my little corner rounder. I'm going to do the smallest little round. So I'm not really going to make it on a tag. And I'm going to round the corners on there too. Matter of fact, I'm going to round the corners on this one too. Okay. I'll just put that there. I like to try to use everything that I've cut out. And we'll put that on there too. Wait, got another one I'm using it for. Okay. I'll put that on there by itself. I just rounded it, so I'm gonna have to round it again. All right, so there's another little thing right there. Need something cute there. So there's the front pretty much. So now I printed another sheet of that to glue to the back. So I need to get a new piece of paper here. Make sure I'm not throwing anything good away. So I'm going to put glue all over the back of this. Really thick. When I think I have enough, I do it again. All right. Oh, the glue stick glue. I'm going to put a little bow right where I want that. About right there. It's on now. What was that fell? Found it. There it is. Glue stick lid. Okay, this is all the stuff I would edit out of the video. Cut this out and get the back done. It's I love making these little stuffed tags. They're fun. This always reminds me of Dorothy's dress in The Wizard of Oz, that material. There we go. There, that's good. I'm gonna take these out for the moment because it's making it too bulky. Okay. Give that a little smash. So now that I'm doing the back, where'd that one go here? That's kind of tall. I'm gonna cut it there and make it a. If I don't use my cutter, it'll be crooked. All right. I'll put a little notch in this one. And with the edge here. And outside this. And now that'll sit there and have a tag in the back. I mean, a pocket in the back. Funny. I didn't do this on the last one. I left it blank in the back. So I'm going to put glue right there and there, 3 spots. Put that back on there because I'm notorious about that, about not doing it. All right. Turn it down. This stuff dries fast. Now I can make another tag for there. If I have any, that's just a blank one I just happen to have. Let's see what I've got over here. I don't have enough little tags made. Oh, here's one. Will that even match? Kind of not. Oh, pardon me. So that's can make it the back. Doesn't have to be the front, does it? No, it belongs where it belongs. That'll go good right there. Don't have any more flowers cut out. Look at how subtle this little one is. This really pale one is. Okay. I don't know if that petal does that or not, but I'm cutting it that way. Oh, glue. Oh, glue on my scissors. Mercy me. I don't know what kind of flower this is. A pale one. A pale flower, that's what it is. I'm not too sure. Nah, I don't like it. Don't like. I like that. I'm liking these leaves. All right, cut that plant apart. I'm fixing to cut more of it apart. This one was a last minute addition to the printable. I'm glad I added it. It's ended up being my favorite one because the leaves are easy to cut out. Fingers are sticky. Okay, so here's my coffee cup before I fill it back up. The whole handle has dots on it. And I've got CJB, which are my initials. And the bottom, put a napkin over it in case it leaks. It's got 2015 CJB. And that's always a good memory of me and my two of my really dear friends. Okay, so now I'm gonna fill it back up. I don't usually drink out of a regular coffee cup. I usually drink out of this. But I thought it would be fun to use a quirky cup since I'm using quirky cups in my little thing here. So it doesn't stay cold, that's for sure. I mean hot. It stays cold. All right. Let's get these two little leaves inked. It'd be cute to have I guess tea leaves. I don't know what they look like. All right, let's get this going and get this finished. Decide how I'm going to do this. Do I want to off center it? No. Myself loves things to be centered. Not really sure why I'm putting leaves behind a coffee cup, but I'm doing it. I'm going to use this one too. Use it all. Use it all. All right. Inky Doo. Got another Inky Doo here. That's what I'm doing. Leaves growing out of a coffee cup. Fingers are getting sticky. The dog's in the other room sneezing now. Yeah. Anxious to work on something else now. Get this done. Right. Need something there. Okay, time for breakfast. Let's see, what thing am I gonna put there? The sugar would be cute coming out of that pocket. That little sandwich, I don't know, something about that's pretty funny to me. Muffins, no. I'll cut out that tea bag. And do I want to put it on the front? No. I'm going to do this one. Richie, oh, there you are. So coffee in the front, on the front of it. And I don't think I can cut that little strings. I'm going to do it in a different manner. Get what are you looking at? I see you. Get off the. If I had thought I could have put those slat in that. Oh, I'm tempted to cut it. Okay. Get back on track, Carol. I go crazy making decisions and I get lost in them. This or that, this or that, this or that. I like these little quirky designs. I found them in the program Canva. More leaves. Okay. Just like those leaves. Blueberry cheesecake. If I'm just tempted to cut that round that corner and make it look like it's in the tea. in the teacup instead of coffee cup. That's what I'm doing. All right, there's the tea bag and the little doodad. The little tea bag thing. And I'm going to draw the string. There. Oh, come there. I've got a gray pen or brown. I think brown. It's a little wide. See what this is. There, little tea bag in there. All right, so that side's done. I don't have anything for the pocket at the moment. And that's okay. I can do this if I want to. But I like that showing like it is. I think I'm done. Ink the edges and be done with this. Most of it's already inked. But like this one needs inking. That one's already been inked. Looks like that's already been inked too. I'm going to add these dashes back over that flower just so it's all consistent. And the same thing with the little circles here. All right, there we go. So there's the front of the tag. Whoop. And the back of the tag needs something in there. I don't have anything at the moment, but I will. Okay, let's set that to the side, clean this up, and work on something else. Just a moment. Be a good time to take a break if anybody wants to. And just piling it all up and moving it to the side. Put that, never use that. Flower ugly. Bye-bye. Never use that little tag. Put it back. Must have had these two little things I could use as a stuff. They could be like little journaling cards in the back here. That's what I'll do. Especially for this one. Round it. Just put it in there. Will it fit this direction? Make it slightly narrower. Last minute decision. Ink that edge. Put it in there. And that way the coffee cup still shows. And this one, for now, I'll just stick it back there. Might do something with that or back behind this one. Make a little bookmark or something. That way every little piece of paper has been used. There we go. Yeah, garbage. Sorry to be cleaning, but I can't move to a different project with all this stuff sitting here. All right. So the next thing was wanting to do was a little grid. So I went to the larger book. This one's 8.5 by 11. A sketch diary I got from Walmart, $3 or $4, something like that. And it's sketching paper, so it's a good size. And I thought I would do a grid on here. And I picked some colors already. My theme right now has been blue, purple, and pink. And I have this template I made using, this was the front or back of a watercolor pack. So I'll just lay that. It's a little thicker. You could use a piece of watercolor paper, just as long as it's thicker and you can draw it. So I'm going to trace each of these squares. They're 3" by 3" and make a little grid. Using that process I learned from that class I've been taking. Not really a class, just little lessons. But there we go. Perfect. Hi, Devin. How are you? Good to see you. I just started making grids here. And I finished making this stuffed tag, which is a free printable listed in the description if you're interested. It's a free printable in my Ko-fi shop. I figured since it's coffee, craft, and chat, it's only fitting that we had little coffee cups. And what that was. The coffee in the front and tea in the back. So now I just used this stencil I made and drew a grid. Here's some more of the coffee cups that was in the printable. It's really cute. And I'm going to just tear some paper and glue it down. And if you don't have a stencil, then you don't even want to measure, just get a pack of sticky notes. They're 3 by 3, one of the set is, and just lay them down and trace it. So I've been obsessed with doing this lately. So I wanted to have a little grid I could use. Thanks, Devin. I'm glad you were able to too. I don't do lives very often, and I'm going to try maybe every other week to try to do a Friday morning. And if I get where I really, it works out really well, I may even do it once a week. Kind of nerve-wracking still. I'm still not used to it. So I've been taking this little class that's called Collage Breakthrough, and it says to have different values of the colors you choose, dark, medium, and light, and then also some that are designed, and some that are plain. I got out some music paper and book page too. So I'm new to the grid journaling, but I can tell I'm already addicted to it. So I'm going to use my ruler and just rip. So this is pretty dark, so I'm going to get a few 3" strips of it. Use up these gel prints. Try not to be so precise, but I know me. I know myself. And some of these are hard to use. This is a gel print that I would not let myself use. So thank you. I'm going to make myself use this stuff instead of just letting it sit around and collect dust. I'm going to rip the white part off of this book page. I'll do it there. Oh, I forgot my coffee. That's the main attraction. My little coffee cup. I have a little coffee with my creamer. What time of the day is it for you, Devin? Oh, I want to show you something I have. I bet you'll recognize this. 7:30 a.m. Oh, you're behind me. Okay. It's 8:30 for me. It's always interesting to me when people are at different times of day. There's this game I used to play, and we had people that would, from Australia even, that it'd be the next day. Okay. Where'd my little blue piece go? Are you kidding me? Yep, I got your stamp. I can't wait to use it. That one called to me. My goodness. Am I now laying stuff down? And there it is. You know, as you get older, you do that kind of stuff, but darn, it's frustrating. When I was young, I used a little piece of book page. I'm gonna do square on these three and angles on these three, I believe. Did I make that too skinny? Yep. Too skinny. Yep, I got the pod stamp and I've got a few more stencils coming too. I've been nervous about putting it in paint though. I know I've seen like Carrie put his in paint. I don't know why I'm nervous about it. All right, let's glue. When I get these all glued down, I'm gonna get squirt bottles out and squirt paint on them. Go quiet. I do go quiet sometimes without realizing it. Some of this paper is thicker than others. I think to put it this direction. So ready? So I have the other version of this here. I made this with a square tissue roll, the inside of a roll of tape, and then a glue stick cap on the gel plate. And it made the most interesting design. Okay, ruler. Oh my gosh. I usually use my foam stamps in acrylic paint. I just wipe them with the baby wipe right after. Okay, that's a good idea. So you can lay them face down in floating water and they'll float and be okay. That's what I was wondering about. Because I do like how the paint looks. Yeah, I might try that. I want this darker piece right here. Right there. I'm going to do it here. I'm going to do it up there. Okay. And I'm going to get this little blue piece. That I guess I'm hooked on tissue rolls. This design was made with tissue rolls too. I have a tissue roll and I'll bend it. And then I'll bend it again and make it into a square or whatever shape. And then it makes interesting designs on the gel plate instead of just a circle. It's my little way of doing it. That's good to know. Okay, so that. And I'll get a piece of music paper for this one. I'm gonna really paint on these. Do it right there. Oh, that's thick. Wow. All right. My sister, I never did tell her I was doing this today. I should have. She'd be in here. But she sleeps in more than me. She's my biggest supporter. And I guess I might be her biggest supporter. Upside down music notes. I don't care. Oh, that one's got a design on the back. I'm putting the glue on over to the right. Forgot that one had that on the back. Now, see, when I did double-sided gel printing for a project, and now it's hard to use them because the other side is gone. Where'd that one go? That had a gel print on the back side. I can just use both colors. Okay, I'm going to do square here also in this bottom middle. Yeah, what color? The dominant color on pink and blue here. So the dominant color. I need a purple dominant color. I guess that's the one. Right there. Trying to cut that straight. Away. I'm going to cut this one little piece with the scissors and put it in the corner. Tiny, tiny, tiny. No, I'm not. I'm trying to do 3 pieces for each one. I'm fickle, sorry. Okay, I'll do it that way. All right, and then I'm not really used. Oh, I used it. Okay, don't overthink it, Carol. Okay, get one of these. Used to, I had the hardest time cutting anything I made. Now I'm just like, rip it. Rip it. I'm going to do a thin strip. And what colors for that last little spot? Pale pink. I guess, or book page. Book page. Book page it is. To there. About to there. Over below, I would say below. Okay. I've been taking this little collage breakthrough class by Catherine Rains, and I like how she explained it, how to do patterns and plain papers. I'm gonna do it this way, and darks, mediums, and lights. And so I've been trying to apply those lessons. And new lessons out today also. And it's just a temporary thing that it will go offline. I've really been enjoying it. There we go. You started out with 2x2 grids, though. I just couldn't do that. It was too small. All right. And another thing I've been doing, my first one here is ripping the edges off of gel prints. And I made it into this sheet of paper that I'm going to doodle on today. But you can't just throw that stuff away. It might come in handy. All right, so now I want to do these more tear, these 3, instead of perfect rips. So I like dark, 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 like that. So I'm going to use my ruler. I said I wasn't, but I am. Let's see if I can get one more tear out of this little piece of paper. So get that actually off. Spoke too soon. Dang. Go away, buddy. Hmm. That was hard for me to rip. I've been holding on to that one. Let it go, let it go. Yes, that's where I got that idea from. She's making everything out of those edge doodles. I don't know what else to call them. And also those, yeah, she's very, very creative with her gel prints. I can't think of it. Heart and Soul Design, I believe. Heart and Soulful Design. Yes. Yes, it was. It was me. It was. It was. Let's do another one of these. I'm going to put one triangle on each one and then start back with the straight edges, I guess. Right there. Have a little strip of this. So I can duplicate it a little. I want that to go left and right though. Trying not to duplicate what I did previously. It's pretty small. Might not use it. All right, what color? What other color? Got one on the underside. Let's see about that underside. Maybe right there. Let's start at the ribbon. Right there. Gripped. Okay. Some more of that. It's hard to decide sometimes. Okay, rip that up right there. Yes, yes. What is today? Friday. Meeting friends for catfish today. Catfish dinner. Right. Almost got it. What am I putting there? I think this one, maybe. Ooh, I hadn't used this. That would be pretty busy. Decisions. I don't know if that piece is already the right size. Probably not. Yeah. No, too much of the same. Oh. Too much the same. Oh, this final decision. It has to be cooked right. Catfish does. Which I cannot do. This restaurant that we go to, they cook it right. And then I squeeze lemon on it. Now, if I don't have lemon, there's no way I'm eating it because it's different. Definitely is different. Catfish and hush puppies. You ever heard of a hush puppy? A lot of people do not like catfish. Some people like it baked. To me, it's nasty. Catfish is a bottom dweller of the lake. Does that go okay together? I'm gonna do it. I'm overthinking myself. I'm just gonna do it. Hush puppy is kind of like cornmeal, cornbread that you roll up into a ball and you fry it. It's like bread in the shape of a ball that's deep fried. I don't eat very many of those. The only ones I ever liked, basically, my dad was a good cook and he made good hush puppies. I grew up in the South, but my parents were Northern, so they mostly cooked northern food. So I'm the Southern one in the family. Your husband likes hush puppies. That's funny. Yeah, I'll probably have some today after I'm talking about it. Here it is, still just breakfast time. But it's the cutest little restaurant. They give you humongous pieces of catfish. Okay. This demon. Oh, after I get done with this, I'm getting out my squirty bottles. I'm getting it antsy. Now, was that the one I used? I can't remember how I had that. Gosh, my brain. Yes, like that. Okay. Let my coffee sit to the side and get cold instead of drinking it. Like this. Okay. Boy, if I don't take a picture of it, I forget what I'm planning to do. Squirty bottles. I can't wait to get you out. I feel like I haven't had oh, about to run out of glue. I haven't had a craft session until I've got out those little squirty bottles. I've got a slight gap right there, but that's okay. It's not going in an art museum. Oh, my glue stick keeps falling out now. Over there. My fingers are getting sticky. Last one, last one. Oh, the little grid. So happy with it. Jennifer, Devin has some really cool stuff on her YouTube channel. You should check her out. It's very up my up my alley. I forgot how I had that. I'm telling y'all. I guess I'm doing this or that. I don't know what I was doing, but this is what I'm doing now. Goodness gracious. Thank you. Thank you. I was kind of wanting, I don't know what I was doing. I messed up my design. I'm trying to get these two pieces not to both be the same up and down, but they are. We definitely do like the same type of colors and stuff. Try to step away from all the colors sometimes and do more vintage, and I enjoy it, but the bright colors are just what makes me happy. There we go, last piece. And then a big old chunk of glue. Wow. I could send that, use that for a year. Yay. All right. Move all this paper out of the way. All these little lovely scraps I have to do something with. Oh, my fingers are so sticky. I almost knocked my coffee over just then. Okay, move you back over. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do, just because I like doing it, is get this little Stabilo all pencil out and this little water brush that has water in the tube there. And I'm going to grunge them up a little bit. You draw it on and then you activate it. And it's going to go outside the grid a little bit, which is fine. I'm kind of trying to make it not look perfect. I did see that you were doing that every other Wednesday. I'm glad that it was Dana Yates that introduced me to the live streaming world. Before that, I didn't even know it existed, honestly. Because I do like doing videos and editing them, but I get so OCD editing the video that it takes a long time. And that someone else was going to do every other week. You were going to do every other Wednesday, 2 Wednesdays a month, and the other person was going to do 2 Wednesdays a month. And then there's a 5th Wednesday y'all were going to share. I remember, not share, but do it together. Yes, I watched that. I'd like to try to do a live stream with someone else sometime. They'd have to be the host though, because I don't have the good version of StreamYard. But I'm shy about when they're doing it and they say, if anybody wants to join, let me know. I'm shy. Okay, so now I've got this little water pen out and I'm going to just activate this and make it kind of go outside the edge a little bit and not be so precise. Live streaming is the way to go, I think. I wish I could go back in time and do editing as a career. I would have loved it. But I didn't realize I would have loved it back then. Of course, back then, the software. See, I'm really going out of lines here, but I'm fine with that. I get lost in editing because I'll focus in on a 5-minute segment. Do it, redo it, do it, redo it, do it, redo it. Ooh. And then I have to cut out people in the background here that have their TV too loud. Okay, last little section. Then it's squirty pen time, squirty bottle time. All right. So that's that little extra added touch I did for that. Now I'm going to get out these bottles, and I'm not going to use colors, I don't think. I'm going to use black, white, and gold. Old Fables. So, what color am I going to start with? So these are little fine tip bottles that I put craft paint in. Then I add water until it's the right consistency that I like. And I'm going to start with white on the dark colors, but not too much. I'm going to put a few stripes on the darks. I think I'm just going to do it on these three. I'm going to do this one up and down. For now. For now, that's what I'm going to, that one needs some. Thank you. Thank you. Got to have a little grunge in there. Okay, now I got to watch where I lay my arm after I start this. I might as well put it on all of them. Same color. I was going to just do three, but it's happening now. Stop with the white. Get a little black. Now, just whatever. I just kind of just go with whatever feels good with this stuff. So this is the black. I'm going to put some dots in between here. One of these squirt bottles. Right. I'm going to follow this edge here. That's all I'm doing. I'm going to follow this edge on this one too. That's all I'm doing for the moment there. Let's see. I think on this one, I'm going to put some circles on the book page. Look kind of wonky. Okay, then this one, I'm going to do it a little curl or swirl, whatever that's called. Right. Um, Yeah, I didn't even know they made these pre-made until after. I don't remember. I was shopping somewhere and I saw some, and they had nice colors too. Yeah, putting the paint in those little openings is challenging. Um, let's see. What am I going to do on that one? I got to have little black on here. Not much. We'll follow along here because I had plans for the gold there. I got black on everyone. Yep, black on everyone now. This is going to be, when I get through with this, I'll be signing out. So now I'm going to do gold. And here I'm going to put, there's some dots, I believe. Or these don't show as much until they get sparkly after they're dry or shiny. And then I'm going to put some lines. We're going crazy with the gold. I'll put a line here too. All right, that one's done. Okay, this one, I'm going to just put some gold lines here. And some gold lines here. And I'm done there. Okay. No, I'm going to do one dot across the top. And I like the gold against that dark. All right. Now what? I'll do some circles. Okay. Well, hopefully it'll be available soon because I'm telling you, these are fun. Fun, fun, fun. Okay, I'll put one line there. And I'm going to put a big swirly swirl down here. All right, done with that one. This one, I'm going to follow the design of the gel print. All right, done. And a little bit here. I'm going to angle. And polka dot. Angle and polka dot. I can't just have 5 on one row. OCD and me. Can't live with that. Okay. Anything else? I think I'm done. All right. Not sure how well that shows. Here we go. I enjoy doing that. Thank you, Devin. I do feel like that the doodle bottles have kind of become my thing, and I like it. It's fun. I've been thinking about doing bigger versions of it, but I just love the little ones. All right, you all. I guess I'm going to sign off now. That was fun. A little over 2 hours, which for me is pretty amazing. And I do appreciate y'all visiting and coming in and chatting with me. And I'm probably going to do it in 2 weeks on a Friday also, if everything works well. I'll definitely put it on YouTube as a future video. That way y'all know it's coming. And if you're catching me on the replay, I appreciate you also. And the best thing you can do to help me is to like, subscribe, comment, and even share if you're so inclined. If not, totally understandable. But I do appreciate everyone. And I'd like to thank you for watching, and I hope you come back.